What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. So today there's been a new massive update in APM. So if we actually start off with the TRX, you can actually add, there's going to be some new attachments we're going to be checking out right now. So let me actually go to customization, and then if we go to right here, attachments, there is going to be racks right here that have been added to APM. Look at that, dude, that looks pretty sick. Hold on, and pretty much you can put an ATV on top of the racks. So I think we got to go and get some ramps. So let me actually go get some ramps. Yeah, you know what, let's take the TRX over there. So there has been a new update today. Like I said, it's gonna be a super short video on what the update is on today. So let me go inside. Let's see, which ramps do we buy? I think it's these. I think it's these ones. Hold on, let me just grab both just in case. All right, there we go. All right, so we have both ramps. I don't know which one is gonna work. I think both of them work, honestly. Wait, is this? I think that is way too steep. All right, you know what, let me take that off. I think these are gonna work. I'm gonna put these right here. There we go. And let me spawn one of the ATVs. There's also been a bunch of like they've kind of been remodeled, so they have new sounds, a new, more of an update design, which I feel like, actually I think they changed the doors. I don't remember the doors looking like that, but yeah, that looks pretty nice, looks good. Let's give this, it looks very nice actually. Hold on, I think the suspension is upgraded, because look at the suspension. Oh my goodness, it's pretty responsive. All right, so let me actually put an ATV on top of the TRX. This is going to look pretty insane, so let me carefully do this. All right, and wait, is that good? Oh, that looks super sick. Holy moly, look at that. We've got an ATV on top of the TRX. Yo, this update is a W. All right, so we can just take off the ramps, and we can throw the ramps on the back of the TRX just like so. And look at that. All right, let's give this a test. Let's see how this thing performs. Right now I'm currently in 4 all-wheel drive, so yeah, this thing is pretty heavy. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this thing is super heavy. Oh no. Oh, you guys have to be, I think I have to stiffen up the suspension on this thing, because this thing is kind of squatting. So let me quickly fix the suspension, and then I think we gotta make it a little bit tougher, and then we gotta make this tough as well. I think that should be good. All right, apply changes. All right, the suspension should be a little bit more tougher. Oh, never mind. All right, let me just drop this. All right, there we go. I think it should be good now. Now my ATV is all crooked. Oh my goodness. And now for the last thing, also apparently do wheelies. So I'm not sure if you can do wheelies on this thing. Let's check. Let me see. How can we do wheelies? Windshield. Oh, we can also turn the windshield off. Look at that. Yo, that is sick. Holy moly, dude, I'm gonna get so dirty if I take this mudding. All right, let me close this again. Awesome. All right, so I don't know if you can do wheelies on this thing. Hold on, let me try this out. Oh my god, we can do wheelies. All right, hold on, let me do this one more time. We need a straightaway. All right, let me do a wheelie on this road right here. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's see if we can do a wheelie. Come on, wheelie. Look at that. Oh my goodness, we can do a wheelie. Wait, is this the only ATV that can do it? All right, let's try it. Wait, I wonder if I can do it on this. All right, we're gonna try to do a wheelie on this thing. Let's see if it works. All right, and it looks like the wheelie does not work on this. All right, so it doesn't work on this. And the way you do a wheelie on PC, that's what I'm currently on, is by clicking shift. But if you are on a console, it's going to be the left thumbstick, or if you are on mobile, there's going to be a button for it. So that is how you do it. Let me try this one more time with this ATV right here. Let's try it with this ATV. I'm going to see if we can do a wheelie in 3, 2, and no, it looks like this thing cannot do a wheelie. All right, so it looks like the only one that can do a wheelie might be this one right here. Well, let me actually check this one as well, because I feel like this could do a wheelie. I don't know, it would be crazy. I don't think so. Never mind. So let me see if I can do a wheelie on this thing, and no, this thing cannot do a wheelie. So I think I might be right, because we have this one to test, and I don't think this one can do a wheelie. All right, let me see, and no, this thing can. All right, so it looks like only one ATV can do a wheelie, which is going to be right here. So let me do that, and let me actually put it back on the back of my TRX. So let me grab my ramps, so it's going to be right here in the back, and let's see, let me place one right there and right there. All right, cool. But so far this update has been pretty massive. It's honestly my second favorite update so far of the year. I think the first one must have been the semi with a flatbed. That update was also a huge W. But let me get this thing on the back of the ramps, and I think, is that good? I'm trying to make it perfect. All right, there we go. All right, let me take off the ramps, and let me see if there's anything else that I missed. I think I might have missed some new attachments, so let me check the TRX. I feel like I missed something, so let me take this attachment off. How do I do this? All right, take this off, and I think we can add, okay, so okay, I think you can now add the header racks. I think this is what you can do now. I don't think you could do this previously. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna keep my roll bars on, because that looks pretty sick. So this is going to be the overall update. There's also been some minor bugs fixes that they ended up fixing, and let me know what you guys think about this update. This was a very short video, but if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.